We're gonna do it like this, a blackout or like bubble. We're gonna do the bubble, because I am not prepared for this reading, and I did not get a chance to do our musical "How Do They Feel" read. I feel so bad. So I'm just gonna, give you guys something with that same topic, but minus the music, I think, because I don't have like a clear channel unless I go with my first mind, which was I hear Daniel Caesar's song. So like him and her with best part, and then him, I can't pronounce her last name, but Cali, got you. So Daniel Caesar. So I could do like two piles. We could do it like that. We could do it like that. If y'all don't mind, it's all good with me. We could do it that way. I don't mind it. So we can do it that way, actually, if that works for you guys. So I'm just gonna honor that. I think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do pile one. So your song is Best Part by Daniel Caesar. Pile two, yours will be Got You by Daniel Caesar. So how does that sound? We're gonna do it like that, okay? So let's see. I'm gonna put it in the chat. You guys just gotta choose a Daniel Caesar song that you resonate with. And it doesn't have to be like how you feel about your person, like the song itself. It's just like which one of those songs do you vibe with the most? And some of you guys, it might be a hard choice. I get it, they're both good songs. So I'll give you guys a moment to do that. Let me go ahead and put it in the chat, because that's just what we're gonna do here. Because this was a busy weekend, you guys. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I had to catch up on readings on my 2 off days, Thursday and Friday. I had to catch up on reads and then do some grocery shopping, and then, um okay, let me put it in the chat. And then I did karaoke last night, and I got a little lit last night, so I'm just, like, trying to recover and just rest, and my family's trying to get together to do the Super Bowl party shit, and I could care less about the Super Bowl. I'm just there for the food, honey, and I'm there for the drinks, because my mom's boyfriend be bartending, like, he be making drinks at his bar, and I'm just like, that's the only exception for me, is the fact that, you know and then, I gotta make my salsa and guacamole, and I'm just like, I don't even wanna do that, like, let you know how us tourists is, if you so you know how we get down, like, where the food and the drinks at? I'm here for that. And if I don't feel like going, like, it's a party at home in my bed, and I'll just have some food, some drinks, like that way. Like, I don't need to be all up in there with y'all. Like, you know, that's how I am. Okay, so yeah, piles, your choices of piles. Hey, thank you, because y'all know I can just talk and talk, and I just sometimes I'm like, I'm not the most talkative person, but when I get in that space, I am the most talkative person. But yeah, so your choices, you guys, are going to be, again, Daniel Caesar songs. Pile one, your option is Best Part. Pile number two is Got You. And let me read off some of the lyrics for y'all so you can kind of get a gist of like if this is for you, for those of you that are not familiar with these songs, but like who isn't? But there may be somebody in the world that ain't, and that's fine. Let's see, Best Part. You don't know, babe. When you hold me and kiss me slowly, it's the sweetest thing, and it don't change. If I had it my way, you would know that you are. You're the coffee that I need in the morning. You're the sunshine in the rain when it's pouring. Won't you give yourself to me? Give it all. I just want to see. I just want to see how beautiful you are. You know that I see it. I know you're a star. Where you go, I follow, no matter how far. If life is a movie, you're the best part. So that's like the first half. And then you got you. I like this song too. Yeah. It says, through drought and famine, natural disasters, my baby has been around for me. Kingdoms have fallen, angels be calling. None of that could ever make me leave. Every time I look into your eyes, I see it. You're all I need. Every time I get a bit inside, I feel it. Who would have thought I'd get you? Okay. I love this song. That's the one, like, personally, but I like that song a lot. Best part is cute. I like that too. But I think that one, I used to replay that Got You song. That was on repeat for a while. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so that is the options. Best part for pile number 1, Got You. Pile number 2. So let's go ahead and let's get it. Chicken noodle soup. All right. Gotta blow some of these candles out. It's putting me, it's like hot. So pile number 3, you chose best part. Hey Ro, how are you? I'm doing pretty good. Trying to recover from last night. So gotta drink my water. Okay, so pile number 1, best part by Daniel Caesar. This is your reading. So we're gonna tap into, how does your person really feel about the two of you? Like, you two as a connection, or if you're a couple, or just what do they think about your situation, in other words. So Holy Spirit, for those who are meant to receive this message, please give them divine wisdom and insight into their situation, their unique situations. All right, let's see. Thank you for your divine guidance. What is it that Kyle needs to know about where the person currently is feeling, that they have permission and access to know, and that you want them to know, essentially, Holy Spirit, that will help them, that will give them clarity, give them peace, wisdom, understanding, freedom, whatever it may be. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Thank you, Divine Source God, for your protection, your insight, your wisdom, your love. Same. I went out for karaoke with my coworkers. We went out, and one of my coworkers, her husband bought me another drink because I already had 2 of my own that I bought. And then I met this couple next to me, and the girl was like, if you sing with me, I got your next drink. So I sung with her. We had a good time. We did a couple of songs together. We did No Scrubs. We did Destiny's Child, Say My Name. And then she did Shawn Mendes, and I didn't know it. So I tried to help her the best as I could because I don't know any songs from Shawn Mendes, but it was fun, to tackle that. But we had a good time. I'm just like, I need to drink some water. Sis needs some water. She needs some milk. Or he needs some milk. Okay. All right. Long story short, look at this Hamilton ass looking page of cups. He like, is it Alexander Hamilton? I think. I don't know. My sister was obsessed with that for a long time. Your person, I feel like, okay, so I'm going to try to describe this. You're going to have to place yourself in this where it resonates, because I'm seeing someone here that's like kind of on a solo journey. They're enjoying their path. Um, they may be dating, but it's nothing serious. So for some of you, you're asking about either a past connection that you were in, or relationship, or past situationship. For some of you, maybe like a connection where you guys dated but didn't really get off the ground. It was kind of short-lived. But there's still some type of feelings or connections that you may feel towards this person. This person could have resurfaced back in your life for some of you. And then others of you, this is like somebody that you feeling like you have a crush on, but you guys haven't dated or gone there or anything like that. So because there is an element of this that feels kind of new, that does feel kind of crush vibe-ish. Some of you, this feels like someone that you were just like friends with benefits or you had a situationship with. Um, yeah, okay. So this person or you, whoever, I'm gonna say, I don't always want to place the masculine in this place of being really just aloof and playerish, but it could be the essence of a woman that's kind of like detached and enjoying they're detached from romantic relationships. Like they may date, but the emotional aspect is not there. Like emotionally, they're just available for fun and a good time. Um, but I feel like there's a little bit of a burden because someone is not someone feels like they're not where they really truly want to be with love, like or they're not truly with the person that they want to be with. It's like even being single. So like someone could be single here and just like dating, but that doesn't mean that they're fulfilled in that. It's like I have not met the person I want to be with, or they could even feel like you're out of their league or you're someone that they no longer have access to that they wish that they could, you know, reach back for, connect back with. But there's a little bit like this person, hmm, okay. Somebody the person that is kind of like off doing their own thing, like emotionally detached from relationships and stuff like that, romantic connections. Um, this person, I feel like, is the one that feels like they miss out on an opportunity potentially, or they didn't do right by the person that they are now holding on a pedestal, or maybe they always did kind of hold the other party on a pedestal. So there's this feeling or this inner knowing or maybe an awareness of the fact that the other party is pouring into themselves, like lovingly healing and working on themselves. Because I kind of feel like there's a distraction with this other person. Like they're avoiding love because there's a bit of a fear. And it's like, I enjoy my singlehood on the surface. Like it's cool, it's fun to have like all these different energies around me and these different girls, these different men around me, whatever. But at the same time, it's like who I really want or the essence of the type of person I really want. I don't have that in my life, or I don't have access to that in my life. So I'm not really happy. Whereas the other person is like, yeah, I'm single, or I'm not really dating, or we're not together anymore, but I'm like reflecting, I'm pouring into myself, I'm taking my time with myself, just being present. Yeah, it's more so two different spectrums of like going on with your life, if that makes sense. Like, yeah, it's just two different energies. Someone could have felt like they were a second choice to another person. Like there was a feminine, like there's like a feminine energy here. And this person could feel whoever the one is that's like really self-reflecting and pouring into themselves. Like it's a lot of healing and kind of on a higher level energetically right now, just not in that space of wasting their time, not in the space of distracting themselves with meaningless connections. It's like that person could have felt like they were the second choice or option to someone else, or felt as though they were placed in this pool of like, um, I don't know, like this competition that they didn't ask for. I'm getting like a love, those little dating shows back in the early 2000s, like the love and flavor of love and all that stuff. And what's it called? The Rock of Love and all, like 𝗛𝗽𝗃𝗃𝗃. Like they all had these little dating shows with celebrities where they would have like men or women or both, mixed up if they were like bisexual. They would have like a mix, of different types of women or men. And they would go out on dates with them. They would have these challenges and like prove my love type of challenges. And can you do this? Can you do that? I want to see how you are with my kids or how you are with my family. Like they would put them through these little challenges, right? And I kind of feel that vibe from this. Like, I don't know, like this person could be like this bachelor, bachelorette, and just you felt like you were thrown in this competition that you didn't ask for. And it's like, I'm not doing all of that. Like, I don't have to prove myself to you in that way. I'm just myself. And if that's not enough, then we're just not meant to be together. Or maybe we're just not meant to go any further on our journey, or we're not meant to date or get to, like, it feels that way to me. So place it where this resonates. Let's see what's going on. Because I feel like this person would want to, like, they might poke around. Some of you, especially if they're Pisces energy, I'm getting specific Pisces. They might poke around and get your attention. They might like your posts or something on social media, or look at your, like, they do that passive shit to get your attention, but they're not straightforward with it. It's like they're not, like, maybe they feel like they need to test the waters. This person feels like they need to test the waters with you, like, before they say or do anything. Um, yeah, this feels like somebody that's kind of internalizing all of their emotions, like there's still feelings here, but it's like an immature approach to express themselves. Like, instead of telling you, like, hey, I miss you, or I've been thinking about you, or I would like to, like, talk, or, reconnect, it's like, let me poke around and like your story. It's like very passive, and it's kind of immature, emotionally, like, stunted. It's like a little kid move. Like, you're not being completely transparent, you're being real. Yeah. I feel like potentially, like, this person might be met with the door, like, you can go, like, sorry, like, I'm not entertaining this. So some of you guys are just curious about whoever this person is. It could be a curiosity of, like, what's good with them, like, why are they in my energy field, what do they want, why are they checking for me. It's that, it's that energy. So I don't get anything special from this. Like, I'm gonna just be honest. It does feel slightly like, this is a waste of energy. Like, this person is not, oh gosh, yeah. This person is not emotionally available for you. It's like they want to, like, still see what's up with you because they feel like they missed out on something good, and they did. But if it's not meant to be, it's like, okay, that's just gonna be your lesson. You're gonna have to take that L and learn the lesson that, you know, don't do that shit again. If you do meet the person that's for you, like, you got to handle that the right way. And that could be the lesson for that person. But I feel like if this person was to try to get your attention, you're not going to feed into it. Therefore, this person is just going to have no choice but to kind of just leave you alone. But for some of them, I feel like they're going to kind of wait it out. Like, maybe she'll change her mind, or maybe he'll change his mind. Let me just fall back. And it's like, for some of y'all, I feel like you're just not. So this could have already happened for some of you. Like, this person tried to get your attention and you kind of shut the door on this person. You didn't feed into it. I don't feel like for everybody that they're done. Like, but ultimately I still, like, I can't deny what I'm seeing. And I don't always get a strong conviction of something happening in the future. Sometimes I feel like it's like future tense, like possibility, like this could possibly happen, but it could change type thing. But this feels like this person is, no matter what they attempt, in the end, they have no choice but to just take the loss, because your energy is not on the same level as them. Like, so in comparison to the star versus the page of cups, like the page of cups in this instance, where I do feel like it's a useful energy. It is a state of being that is beautiful in the right, in the right energy. But in this instance, it feels like immaturity to me. And the star in comparison is like, I'm not distracted. I'm focusing on me. I'm doing me in a healthy way. I don't need to be, distracted by all these other people, these other women, or these other men. I'm focusing on myself and my well-being, and what's for me will align, or I will align with the spaces and places and people that are for my highest good. That is the vibe that I get from the star. Versus the page is like, just kind of like in this full energy of just very just like detached, and just like, oh, well, we're just gonna do this and we're just gonna do that. I'm gonna just leap into everything that excites me, that thrills me, without discernment. I'm gonna, like, sleep with this person or talk to this person. Like, it's very distraction like energy to me. How does this person, pile number one's person, thank you. They don't know how to deal with their feelings right now. It's a lot because this person is not able to deal with the regret. They feel like you don't see them really clear, so maybe this person wants to kind of give you, if they're in their right mind, their right energy, stable, if they're mature enough to do this, they would want to give you clarity about maybe a misconception that you have of them, or maybe they did something that they feel like they need to kind of like explain themselves to you. Okay. This person may say that you've helped them to change in some kind of way to where people see it, they acknowledge it, like you're different, but in a positive way. So there is some elements of like you having a positive effect on this person and rubbing off on them in a way where people around them could even see. Yeah, they wonder, do you trust them? Because you got the player card here, a player so beware card, but it was in reverse. So I kind of feel like this person is in a player energy, but it's from this, it's a defense mechanism. I'm not making excuse for this person. I'm not saying like, oh, you know, they're valid in being a player and like, you know, fucking people around. Like, no, not saying that they are right in that sense, but it's like making sense of why they're doing what they're doing or why they did what they did. So, or why they move the way that they move. And it's coming from a place, I feel like, of that emotional immaturity of not knowing how to express their emotions and being afraid to put their heart out on the line for whatever reason. We're not going to go too deep into this person like that. Hey, sis, happy birthday. So yeah, I feel like this person is kind of wondering, do you still trust them or could you trust them again? So they will, for some of you, if they haven't already, like I said, they will poke around most likely, you know, to get your attention. But if that is the case, the inevitable reality that this person is going to have to face is that you're not going to be receptive to it. You're not. And I understand that if you're in a place with yourself where you don't play games and you only want people to like show up authentically and show up, you know, able to be, you know, give in a reciprocal energy because you're able to give it, you're able to show up, you know, and it's like if you're not willing to match that energy, you don't have that capability within you right now. um, yes, I'm on pile one. If you don't have that ability to do that, then I'm not wasting my energy or my time. I'm not giving you attention because it's like you can read through somebody playing games. Like a real person, like a real grown man, grown woman is going, they're not going to, oh, I'm going to like your story just to get your attention or do something real lukewarm and like still walking on eggshells, tiptoeing instead of being bold and being like, hey, how are you? I was thinking about you or whatever, like just be like raw with it. And some people don't know how to show up in that way. And I feel like you're at this place where you're not going to feed into that energy because that's like that is low effort. That is it's yeah, it's a low effort, it's immature, it's emotionally immature, matter of fact. And it's not you're not being real and authentic with yourself when you play games like that. So yeah, I feel like this is going to be a turn off to the person that's in the star card energy. That Page of Cups energy, it's like it might have been something that you were fond of in the past where it was like that flirty energy and that mystery and that, you know, it's someone that is flaky in a sense that makes empty promises. Like they feel good in the moment with you. So they'll tell you things that sound good, because they genuinely, I feel like this person genuinely liked you, okay, or had feelings for you, whatever the level of your connection was. It was like genuine feelings there. However, they didn't allow themselves to fully go in depth of what those feelings were. I feel like they liked the idea of your connection and what it made them feel, but to like really make it real concrete and something more mature based where you guys really open up to each other, your authentic selves completely, you're comfortable, you feel safe to be vulnerable with each other. This person was not ready for that. So that's why they kind of like the good time girls or the good time guys, because there's nothing that's required of that other than just, you know, surface shit. So I feel like you guys, that whoever's in that star card energy, you're not going to be attracted to this. It's like the playtime is up. I'm tired of the empty promises, or let's say the, hey, what's up? How are you doing? And then you respond and then they don't say nothing else. Like those are games, or just somebody that's just not ready to take it. And it's like, you're wasting my time by that. So when you don't respond to that type of energy, that's you saying no to it. You're no longer participating in the fuckery, the immaturity, like no. Grown man, like grown women, grown man business. You stand on your intentions, you're clear, you stand on them, you follow through with them, versus just like those empty little playing games. Like we don't have time. That's just what it is. So let's see what your advice is from spirit. Let's see. Mm-mm. Yeah, this person is gonna have to go into that place with themselves to figure out where they're really headed, where they're really going. Because even if, you know, they were to meet the love of their life, or if you guys were meant to be, like, even still, like, this person would still turn the right person down because they're not ready to give of themselves in the capacity that's needed to have a real connection, a real union, the one that I feel like their soul, their heart really wants, but they're not available, they're not showing up for that, they're not. Okay, so you have allow love to mend your heart, to let you trust again. So you guys are going to have to work through this, and maybe this connection was a lesson for you to open up and trust again, and who to trust, and who not to trust. Be discerning of who you give yourself to. It's like that was a major lesson of this. It doesn't have to be the only thing that you take from this, or that's just it. But for some of you, that is one of the major lessons in this situation, what you can take from it. So you guys might be in the middle of healing, because the star card is healing as well. Echoes of love, open communication, and listen without judgment, attention, reflect, and take in. So for those of you, if it does come down to this person communicating with you, or at least attempting to express themselves to you, Spirit saying, like, listen without judgment. It doesn't mean that you have to take this person back or anything has to come of it, but it's just like, it's kind of like treat people how you would want to be treated. And I feel like with respect of that, because I feel like this person is being genuine in the best of their ability. So there's something healing in this for this person as well. But they also want you to take in and pay attention to what this person is saying, because even there could be something healing in it for you, maybe to give you some sort of peace or give you some clarity. And then, for some of you, let it go, move on. So yeah, that is what I'm getting for you, pile number 1. Okay. I don't feel led to call out any zodiac signs like that. Not really. Pisces was coming out kind of strong, or it could be Pisces season that is significant as well as I'm recording this. So, yeah, much love as always, you guys. Be blessed, be safe, take care. Peace. Let's go ahead and move on to pile number 2 now. Okay, so pile number 2, if you guys were drawn to the Got You song by Daniel Caesar, this is your reading. So let's go ahead and see how this person is really feeling about you and your situation, your connection, or whatever this energy is. Let's tap in, Holy Spirit, pile number 2. Pile number 2, Holy Spirit, what is the message? Person on the collective of pile number 2 who is meant to receive this message is, thank you. All right. That last pile was like so easy to like read, and I'm like kind of afraid that I'm gonna have to sit with this one for a second, because there's a lot going on here. And my stomach is growling. Okay. So let's see what's going on with this energy. All right. Could be, okay. There's a mirroring energy going on. There's a lot of 9s. Okay. So you have 2 9s, 2 8s, and 2 5s. So those numbers could be significant. There is some type of like rough transition that you could be going through and or this person is going through, maybe not together, maybe separately, where you guys are kind of like mirroring each other as far as like some type of transformation that you're growing through. And it may be like you're at the tough part of the transformation, like it's kind of the rough end where it's painful. Um, because some of you, I feel like whoever is in the feminine position, you don't really know where you stand with this connection. You kind of have a lot of confusion surrounding this person's energy, like how they really feel, what was their intentions. This person can be selfish at times. If it's a masculine energy, I feel like there's a selfish element to this person where they're out for themselves. It's like someone here wants clarity, wants truth, and I feel like that's feminine energy. Like someone who's ever in that position wants clarity, and I feel like it's something that easily, this is what I'm getting, like the masculine energy can easily give this to the feminine, but for some reason it's like I'm choosing not to. I'm out for myself. Ugh, God. Some these readings, like people gonna get freed of something, like clarity and see some shit real clear. Because I feel um this energy is like someone's very selfish. This person likes the attention, of others. They may like the attention as well that you give them because you validate a part of them. I don't want to speak too soon, but this is like giving energy vampire vibes, or someone that is maybe not a narcissistic person. Um, they wouldn't be diagnosed as a narcissist or a personality disorder, but it does give me like they have traits of it, you know. And I feel like to a degree, we all could have a capacity to tap into that if we're not mindful of ourselves and mindful of our energy and check ourselves. So if like this goes unchecked or unnoticed, it's like I like the attention you give me, and I feel like you don't really need me. You thrive on your own. You may even have qualities or material things that I don't even have. So I'm kind of jealous of that. So I want to kind of stoop you down to my level, or I like you so much. But in this twisted sense, it's like I like you so much and I admire you so much that I kind of feel lesser than next to you. So to kind of make myself feel good and kind of like make you desire me, or make myself feel like you need me, I'm going to kind of play with you a little bit, play with your mind, to make you doubt yourself or question yourself and like seek after me, desire me. It's a twisted energy, really. That's what I'm getting. It's like make you desire me more and like, oh, I can't stop thinking about him. Why can't I stop thinking about him? Or why can't I stop thinking about her? Like I'm gonna put you in this painful state to where you desire me, you want me, I'm gonna torture you. That's the energy that I get. And it may not be that dark, like they're saying this to themselves, but it's like that's the energy because it makes them feel validated, like, okay, this person wants me, because they could have it in their mind that, you're out of their league, or they feel like they're not good enough for you, but they really desire you, or they really want you, or they're really attracted to you, or they really, they can have a strong, crush or feelings of, falling in love. So it's like, I feel like, I'm not on their level. So how can I make them kind of come down to my level? Maybe think that they're not as good, or that I'm this prize and they have to chase me. It's weird. And you both emotionally, like you don't really have a clear understanding of where you stand, and they don't have a clear understanding of where you stand with them. Let me see. Yeah. And I feel like you guys could both want something similar with each other. Like you both want some type of coming together. Um, let's see. Yeah. This person is afraid. Whoever is kind of in the mind game energy, this person is afraid to invest seriously into someone because that fear of brokenheartedness, that fear of something detrimental happening to where they would feel like I might as well just be dead. Like they don't want to feel a level of pain that would make them feel like they've wasted their time or their energy, like, or be betrayed or be left, be left behind. Like this person could think too deep into things like, what if I was to invest in a person? What if they do like what so and so did? I feel like they invested in two different people in their lifetime romantically, um, where it could have ended really bad for them. And so they don't want to repeat that again. Yeah, the tower. They don't want to repeat that. It's like, but this person doesn't have the understanding, or they have not gotten the knowledge or the wisdom that those experiences, if they look back at those two connections that they had, because I'm getting it was two connections. Specifically, I'm getting like two women in their life that it's like red pill, blue pill. Maybe this person made bad decisions where they chose the girl or the feminine energy that was something superficial about the choice that they made with one of the feminines versus the other. It's like red pill, blue pill. You want to be in ignorance and stay in bliss with one of them, stay doing the same shit where this person doesn't really inspire you to grow or to change or to heal or to be a better person, be a better man, better woman. Um, so you'll side with that versus the person that does provoke a deeper energy, someone that does kind of awaken you to, because a real connection, it is going like any connection that doesn't have to be romantic ones either. Any connection you come in contact with that makes you aware of certain parts of yourself, even the most uncomfortable parts of yourself, is actually there to help you. Why? Because it's encouraging you to grow and to level up and find your truest potential. But when you stay in comfortability, it keeps you in that cycle, and it's a false sense of comfort. It's a false sense of, it's not real. It's not authentic because you're not growing, you're not evolving, you're not possibly not being held accountable or for things that maybe you do. Because all humans, we all have something that we could grow and do better with, or we can let go or stand to change and remove out of our lives. Or we all have that area where we stay in comfortability because we're afraid of what it looks like to step out and make a change, or step out and go after the path that really we're meant to. It's like being mediocre for some people is comfortable. So like I feel whoever this energy is like resonating with, the tower moment was the fact that it's a realization that whatever these foundations of these connections were built upon, they were not real connections. They were based off of something superficial. There could be a little bit of a regret when it comes to you, where this person could have chosen a path due to not really knowing any better, just going off of whatever emotional instability that was there at the time. So emotional instability could look like, I'm depressed, so I need something that fills the ego. And what fills the ego is not going to provoke the realization of something that I need to heal or grow with. It's just going to kind of keep me in oblivion. So I'm going to choose that. Or I have a fear of love, so I'm going to choose something that kind of gives me a passionate side of love, but the real depth of what love brings or what it requires to strip of myself, which is scary. I'm not going to side with that connection. I'm going to go with the one that makes me feel excited, where it's very, fun and passionate. It's a lot of sex, but there's no true emotional depth. I'll side with that first before the other side. So that could have been the options of the past with you or in previous connections, because I do feel like there's two significant connections here. Um, all right, so goodness. Yeah, because the Five of Pentacles and the Five of Cups, these two fives, and they're right next to each other. Um, it's a thing, I feel like, for someone that may come into the realization of worth. So both of you guys may mirror each other when it comes to how you see yourself as worthy or unworthy, for good things or for a healthy relationship, let's say. So yeah, there was some disappointments in love for sure. And even with this, it's kind of some regret. Someone could have a regret as far as like not valuing what they had with you or the potential of what they could have had with you. And it also reminds them of a past situation where they did not value a person maybe that they could have valued, or they valued something else or someone else. Misplaced values. So it's like, I know that in order to like really take that risk of showing up for someone and being reliable, I know that I have to turn away from that emotional baggage that I carry. So spirit may want to ease a feminine energy's mind, you know, to let you know that whatever you're going back and forth, because you might be saying, was it real? Was it not real? Did this person really like care about me, or did they really like me? Were they just playing games? Like, I feel like based off of this energy, this person definitely thought highly of you. For some of you, they may have even loved you, or they feel like you were the closest to the best thing that they could have had in their life, like when it comes to love, at least, like the right partner, and they kind of fumbled the bag type thing. Or if they were to fully pursue you, they know that there's a possibility that they could mess things up, or the fear of that they could self-sabotage. So this is an energy of resistance, I feel, where it's a fear of really putting themselves back into that battlefield of love. It's like, I'm just not ready to, I don't know if I'm in the space to really put up the fight for love, because what that entails, like, I don't know if I have the strength to do that. Um, and it's like, if I feel like this person, whoever is on the opposite end of this, they know that their energy is confusing or or deserve. Sorry. Okay. I got a phone call. Um, but yeah, so someone doesn't have peace here, and I feel like that's the part that's like bothering me about this other person's energy, is it's kind of selfish. Let's see, how does this person feel? Yeah, they know that you guys are a connect, like they know that you guys have a connection, like it's a genuine connection. Like they know that you guys have made a connection to each other. You're not somebody that they look at as like a passing situation that didn't really mean anything, or like they could forget about you. Like they might be like, oh, remember that one time, or that one girl I hung out with, or that one girl I slept with, or that one girl I talked to, like where they could just kind of take it or leave it. It's nothing significant about it. It's like, no, this person will always have some type of thoughts of you. Hold on. I keep getting interrupted. Okay. They keep calling me and I'm like, you're interrupting my reading. Um, yeah. So this person doesn't look at you as just like this connection or this passing interaction with somebody that it didn't mean anything. Um, Another thing too is that this person, they're afraid to like contact you, or to, so if you are in contact with this person, or it's like an off and on thing, like, because I don't feel like this is somebody that you don't talk, like it's been years since you talk. Like I don't get that vibe. I don't feel like it's been that long of a period. Like at the most, maybe within last year, like maybe, I don't think it's that long. Like let's say the last time you talked to this person was like a year ago, maybe, or within the last year, but where it was like months ago, not that long ago, or like weeks ago, because we're fresh into 2024. So let's say you guys haven't talked since October or something. Um, that's not that far from now. That was only like a few months ago, right? So I don't feel like it's this long period, or maybe like every now and then, like maybe a week ago, or it's not something consistent. Maybe it's like you don't talk on the phone consistently, but maybe you guys like send DMs of like posts or so. Like it's still some type of interaction, or you guys still follow each other on social media or something, or you see each other day to day, but you guys just don't interact as much. Um, so I don't feel like this is one of those situations where you have not talked to this person since 2020 or something crazy, or it doesn't feel that way to me. I'm not getting that energy or like this long period of time. No, this is not one of those, oh, this is somebody that I dated 3 years ago. And like, I'm not getting that, because this feels fresh enough to be like, I haven't talked to you in a little bit, and I'm kind of worried about talking to you, reaching out, because maybe the way things left off was very confusing. I feel like this person kind of flaked out on you or something, or they kind of left things open ended with you, to where you're kind of like stuck, like, okay, what was that about? Or it's of confusing energy. And like, kind of with pile one, I was picking up not as similar, but in this, like this instance with communication, where the person was like looking at, the person's stories or liking posts on social media, but not not directly talking to them. It was just like doing little stuff here and there to get attention. It's like a passive way of not addressing a person or being direct or communicating. It's like, oh, I'll do this to kind of test shit out or feel stuff out. No, you know. So this person may kind of do those things as well. And it's like, okay, well, why won't you just talk, or why won't you just say what you need to say, or just could just be just as basic as a hello or what's up or how you been. Like, it doesn't have to be too deep, but the point of why they're reaching out is the deeper, the what's going on internally, like really wants to be communicated, is the point of why this person's fearful of reaching out or talking to you, or following back up with you. So this person does want to talk to you, and they may even want to see you if you guys have the possible, like, if that is the situation, like you guys see each other day to day, or you used to, or you have a means to see each other, then it's like, I want to see you. um yeah, I fear that I'm not good enough, and this is all too good to be true. That's this person's dilemma when it comes to you. Again, like, how do I get this person to kind of come down a notch or two so I can feel confident enough to where I could feel like this person needs me. Like, I want to see how much this person really likes me. So kind of, I'm gonna put them in their head. I'm gonna make them feel jealous, maybe even, or I'm gonna poke around on their social media or do little things here and there. Or if I see them in passing, or if we're, let's say you guys work together, you guys go to the same spaces or something, it's like I'll turn my attention towards them or walk past them, but I'm not gonna say anything. I want to see if they do anything back. It's that passive energy that I'm picking up on, kind of like the playing the games so they can feel confident and see like, oh, if I can get a reaction, then let me know this person's interested, or they still care, or that they like me, or that they love me, or they're jealous of, they want to be possessive over me. It's like they want to provoke different things in you. And maybe this is just some of the things, don't have to be all of it for each and every one of you, but the basis of that is they don't feel like they're good enough. They fear that this is too good to be true. Like, why would somebody really care about me like the way that this person does? Or why would someone like them really like me or care about me? It's that. So this person does consult their spiritual team about you. I feel like this person could be spiritual or maybe even religious, where they pray about things, or they kind of wait for signs from the universe to confirm like certain things for them. I don't know. It's kind of giving me that vibe. They're not interested in anybody else. Like I said, it feels like they just like attention from other people. Like oh God. They could be the type that will get into a situationship or even like a relationship for a time and entertain that person because that person's available to them, to where they feel like that person could need them. Like they have too much time on their hands, or they're willing to drop or do anything like that this person says, or if they need. So it's like, maybe you're not that type of person. Like, you have your own life, like you're available, you're lovingly there, you're lovingly available. But it's like you prioritize your time too, or you're not giving to people that don't give back to you. So it's like they want to put you in that place of codependency so they can feel like they can feel grounded within themselves, or feel like, okay, maybe but it's like a game they're playing with themselves. It's a game that they're playing with themselves, really, rather than with you. Like, yeah, they might be, playing games with you, but it's really a game they're playing themselves, basically. So they're putting themselves in this cycle of repetitive experiences that are not really good. So these 5s and 8s and 9s in this reading, it's funny that I mentioned this because the card that I pulled it says in a karmic cycle and or connection. And the numbers are 555, 888, and 999. And those were the numbers specifically I kept picking up was 9s, 8s, and 5s. So this person is being called to change or being like reminded that they're in a cycle. So if there's like number 5 surrounding a person, it's like this is a reminder that this is a repetitive energy. You're repeating the same cycles, you're doing the same shit. So this person knows that they're dealing with energy of like the consequences of their actions, because karmic or karma doesn't necessarily have to be a negative thing. Like it's like what you put out, you get back. So if this person is constantly feeding low vibrational energies or connections or superficial connections or meaningless connections or situations, they're going to continue to have experiences that are not going to generate, they're not going to generate anything of value for them. It's not. It's not. So let's see. So music could be a thing for this person, or like when they hear certain songs, it could remind them of you, whether it's songs that you guys share like a connection to together, or it's like some of the lyrics or the context of the song kind of reminds them of the situation with you, or like if a man is just describing how a woman makes them feel, or vice versa, if a woman's explaining how a person makes them feel or a man makes them feel, um, it's like that's how they feel. Or if they're describing the type of woman or man, like like celebrating that man or woman in a song or something, it's like that energy might remind them of you or something. I hope I'm making sense. I'm hearing like Brian McKnight songs too. Like I can't pinpoint what Spirit's trying to say, but it's like a collective, like the way my mind works is so fucking weird. Like, so bear with me. But I feel like this person, they think like, again, it says I think highly of you, but I don't want you to know that, which is very immature. It's a very immature energy for sure. But it's like you guys bump heads sometimes, or they feel like you could be someone that's stubborn or you're in your own way. But it's more so like they don't like the fact that you're not available for their ego or their codependency in some kind of way. Like you don't make it easy for them to kind of like be mediocre, or to play little games, or make it comfortable for them to not have to be authentic or express themselves, like say shit with their chest, be honest, be real, be vulnerable. Like you don't allow them to be like, it's okay, like that's fine, I'll settle for less. Okay, you wasted my time. Okay, well, I'm still available. Like you're not that type of person. Like you could be compassionate, be like, hey, what's up? How are you? Be cordial, but that energy is not going, like that feeding is not going to be the same. Like you're not going to feed this person's ego. It's just not. So they kind of like the fact that you guys challenge them a bit, and you don't always agree on things, and they don't want you to change. But that part of them that is not fully confident in themselves, or has those codependencies, that rears its ugly head, does not really like that. It triggers them. It makes them feel extremely uncomfortable. Um, Pile number 1 was kind of clear as to what the potential outcome was going to be. More so, it felt like this is matter of fact, like this is what's going to happen for sure, for sure. Like I just felt like that strong energy. But there's always those cases that will be unique where people will go the opposite direction. But this, I'm not really able to get like a clear potential energy as far as like where this is going to lead. I'll clarify it and ask Spirit, because I'm not getting anything, honestly. Let's see. Let me put these cards back first. Ooh. Yeah. The Ace of Cups is in reverse. Like, yeah, I have the Queen of Pentacles, I have the King of Swords, the Devil, and the Queen of Swords. It's like these are energies. So Capricorn, so you could be a Capricorn, this person could be a Capricorn, or you could be an Aquarius, this person could be an Aquarius. Like, I feel like specifically for those of you that are watching, that could be the dynamic where one person's a Capricorn and one person is an Aquarius specifically. That's the coupling between two. Like, that's your two zodiac signs. Um, But for those of you like where that does not resonate, I'm not going to get too heavy on the zodiac signs because we're just reading energy at the end of the day. Um, this feels like with Queen of Pentacles energy, that's a receptive person. That is someone that is kind of sitting on their, their laurels, their wealth, their abundance, their comforts and their security, just being well taken care of or taking care of themselves. And whereas the King of Swords is like someone that has their own kingdom, but it's iced out. And the Queen of Swords, same thing. So someone is matching that energy. Like I said, there's a shift where someone was very receptive and very giving, okay, very nurturing, very reliable, very understanding. Whereas now it's like, fuck all that. I'll hear you out, or I'll be respectful, I'll be cordial. Like, there's no bad blood, there's no beef, but there's boundaries when it comes to you. Like, I know where to place you now. It's not this open space of where at first where I was just super open and super loving. And so this energy was a little bit toxic to someone. Someone felt very restricted and stuck in this connection. There's an unhealthy attachment here too. Like, you both have it. You both have this attachment. Some of you could both be air signs. Like, um, I'm even seeing a Leo energy here too. Like, there is this dynamic where someone feels like, I gotta cut this shit. I gotta be honest with myself. I gotta be real with myself. Because to be honest, I feel like the potential future energies is that, gosh, hold on. I gotta clarify this before I say that. Hmm. Someone could be right now dealing with like this person that you're asking about, if this is resonating for you, where you're the person that was overextending, overgiving, romantically showing up. That person could be dealing with somebody right now in a situationship, or they could be tied to someone through, like, let's say they have kids or a child, or they've made this person kind of a fixture in their life, maybe because they've been dealing with them for years. So it's kind of like, even though I don't really consider you my boyfriend or my girlfriend or whatever the case may be, we've kind of been like dealing with each other for years. Like, our family and friends know each other. So it's like, we might as well be a couple, but we're really not. Or we know that this thing is not really all that deep, but it just, on the surface, it looks like we're together. But deep down, like, we don't have that type of connection. So they could have someone that they're with right now like this, or they're going to kind of continue to connect themselves with toxic relationships. But this person, I feel like they know they need to move past some type of toxic energy related to you, because they feel like they bring you down with them. Um, because I do feel like whoever is the overextender, or previously the overextender energy, that person has the awareness of the toxic elements of this connection and the toxicity that it brings them in as well within themselves. Because I'm getting like you both have this energy of maybe being obsessed with each other. Like, and I feel like that's what this person wants, because they're obsessed with you in a way. But it's not like, when I say obsessed, it's not like something to gloat and be like, "Ooh, they're obsessed with." Oh, no, it's like, I feel like the only positive side of the, if it's, because the word obsessive doesn't sound good to me in my spirit, it feels icky. But um, obsessed in a degree of like, this person is like, they put you on such a high pedestal. It's like, I can't believe that this person exists, type of thing, or this connection just it's very alluring. It pulls you in to like, Excessive part is like, because I feel so much of that energy for you, I want to possess you. I want to kind of make you feel lesser than. That's the toxic side of the obsessive part, where it's like, I want to be with you so bad, or I want to ensure that you really, really like me, like you say you do, or at least what I feel, or like we're connected, and that you're not going to leave. So I want you to feel like you're kind of beneath me, or at the level that I feel about myself, which is not good. I don't feel like this person thinks that highly of themselves. Um, this is someone you've had sex with for most of you. I don't feel like this is somebody that you haven't been intimate with. And for some of you, it's like you have had some type of like green light that this connection, like you both feel in each other. Like maybe you told each other you like each other, or you guys exchanged like some type of contact with each other where you guys flirted or something, or your friends your friends know, or your colleagues, your coworkers, whatever, know that you guys are feeling each other, like each other. You guys have been called out, like, oh, so and so blushes when they see you, and oh, I saw you guys talking, I see you blushing. Like it's an indication that you guys like each other if you're not already like been intimate. But I don't really feel like this person in the near coming future is going to have anything to offer you. They may have to work themselves up to feeling worthy of you, because it's like you make this person feel like they're not in control of themselves. Like with other people, they feel in control, like they call the shots, they feel more intelligent, they feel more capable and more successful or more smarter or whatever. They feel like they have this one up. But with you, it's like you make me deal with the masks. You make me deal with the guard, the armor that I put on. Um, and that makes me feel very uncomfortable. So how do I kind of convince you that no, I'm the prize, even though it's like you both are the prize, but because they're looking at you like you the shit, instead of being like, oh, this person is the shit, so am I. Or we can, if I don't feel like I'm good enough for this person, well, let me, work on myself so I do feel good about myself. And so we're equal to each other, because a real connection, a healthy connection, you don't take from each other, you don't tear each other down. You don't have to tear the other person down and feel good about yourself, you know. And this might be something that this person does not just in romantic relationships, but they feel confident and comfortable around people that they feel like are not as successful as they are, where they're the star, where they shine, where they're the smartest in the room. And that's not based off of real confidence. That's not real confidence. You're not standing on that. Like real confidence is like, I'm free to be myself and thrive, and someone else is free to be themselves and thrive, and be successful in whatever, or be smart, and they might know something that I don't know. Instead of looking at them like, oh, they think they're better, or make me feel small, it's like, oh, I can learn from that. Oh, I learned something new today, or you know what I mean. um so that's something that this person is going to have to heal, because this energy can be transmuted potentially. Like there is a potential with this connection, at least. So I feel like a level of like receptivity, where you have boundaries, but your heart is not completely closed off to this person. It's like this person has to feel confident, because the Lovers card is here too at the bottom of the deck. So you have the Devil and the Lovers, and it's like those are two opposite energies, where the Devil is fueling the man in the card, like putting flame to his tail, and the woman is kind of like being influenced by this energy too, by, because she's reaching her hand out to the man. So it's like she's reaching out to them in a kind of, it gives me like follow me, but it's like dark follow me. And the woman's tail in the Devil's card, she has fruit, she has grapes, that wine, that divine energy. She's divine, but this masculine is fueled by their ego, and it's like it's pulling that energy in. It's taking away from that. It's bringing them into darkness. It's bringing them into toxicity. It's bringing them into insecurities, and you know, fucking with their mind and their heart, like having this lack of faith and trust in self or in love because of this connection. And that is the toxic element of this. Where the Lovers card is like both parties are reaching out to each other, and they are influenced by this angelic force, and they both are standing very confidently. The woman's posture in the devil card versus the lovers is very different. It's like she's codependent in the devil, and the woman in the lovers is more postured very confidently, and the way she's standing is very cute and sexy. And the man, the same thing. His posture is the same way, but it's not. It's a different vibe. So again, in order to have that connection, it's like to discern and separate what is for you and what's good for you. It doesn't take away from your divinity. It will not make you feel lesser than. Your partner will not make you feel lesser than. They're not going to talk crazy. You're not going to call you names or, oh, you ain't all that, or you ain't that cute. Like what person talks like that to a person they love? Like just in general, like a friend or family member, who talks to people like that? Like there's something wrong with that person. You know what I mean? Like to talk to somebody that they love or say they love, that's not love. You know, a divine connection, it restores, it replenishes, it, it feeds into each other, it pours in, it extends, it shares, it reciprocates, it balances out, it grows, it evolves, it elevates each other. So it's not one of those stomp you down. That's not real love. That's very toxic, and that's very abusive rather as well. So like this person may not be doing this verbally, but they're doing it energetically and mentally, emotionally, like fucking with you and tearing you down. And only take this, like as far as the resonance of it, if it genuinely resonates. Like don't just side with it and be like, oh, try to make sense to you or be your story if it doesn't resonate. I don't want you to claim this energy in a sense of like this is okay to accept. I'm saying like if you know this is something that you need to be aware of and take heed to and annihilate or whatever, then yes, by all means, like, yeah, this resonates with me, but this is something that I know that I need to become aware of so I can clear myself. I can heal, or I can move past it or further move past this. I can move past this energy. I don't have to stay stuck in this, or just so you could see maybe like why this person operates the way that they do, not so that you could feel good about yourself and be like, oh, this person is a mess, and but more so, and not even for you to pity them, but kind of just have an understanding of this person, why they do the things that they do, and not take it personally, and send this person love or pray for them. But that doesn't mean that you have to be their dumping space. Like you're not a toilet stool. You don't deserve to be dumped on, to be, this person to spill all the blood of their wounds onto you. Like you don't deserve that. And yeah, as hard as it is, or as scary as it is for this person potentially to like let you go, or potentially just allow space, it's scary for them because they don't want to lose this. You are somebody that they feel like is very special in some kind of way, or you're very valuable. Like your energy to them is very valuable. But when they're in this toxic energy, they are feeding off of it. They're benefiting off of connecting with you than you are connecting with them. Like they get way more out of the deal than you do. So make sure that this is a reciprocal energy. And because I'm not really encouraging anybody to deal with this at all. Like, I don't know if this person is ever going to change or transmute this energy into a positive. But just this, if you take anything from this message, if this is genuinely resonating with you, if you take anything away from this, um, take away that reminder that love does not beat you down energetically, physically, mentally, emotionally, whatever. It does not do that to you. It restores. It's reciprocal of love. It edifies. It celebrates. It grows. It evolves with you. You know what I mean? It inspires. It's comfort. It's safety. It's love. It's a safe space. That's what it is, right? That's what you deserve. And if this person is not the one to give that to you, like it's not a loss. Trust me, it's not a loss. And it's not a testament that you're not worthy, you're not good enough. No, because this spirit just already told us that this person is this way with whoever they get with. Like, they, until they change or heal, that is something that they're going to continue to repeat. So divine timing came out. It says, know that spirit is guiding you to the perfect match. Hold on, be ready, and explore. So you, if this is not it, trust and believe me, like, you're a perfect person for you. At least they're not going to be perfect, they're not going to be squeaky clean and all of that, but they're good for you. They're a good person. They genuinely love you. You know, if this person fucks up, they're going to correct it. If this person knows there's some things they're going to work on, they are working on it. They're not the type that slacks off, make excuses. They don't know how to take accountability. They're going to pour all their wounds on you, or they're not intentional. They're just wasting your time. They're stringing you along. Like, that's not what spirit has for you. That's not it. That divine timing of what's for you is there. So I can't guarantee that this person is going to be that. I can't. Based off of this energy, it's like they got some work to do. Devil card energy, King of Swords energy kind of gives me stubborn vibes too. Kind of like somebody that wants to, like, say that they got it all figured out, even though they know they're struggling, even though they know that they're not, where they need to be. I do feel like something potentially will inspire this person to work on themselves. And it might be after a time where they trip and fall on their own mess. Like, they might have to bust their ass in order to have that awareness or that truth. So, yeah, that is the reading, you guys. I hope this reading was helpful to whomever you guys are that needed to hear it. Like, don't take it if it doesn't resonate. But just because it triggers you, it makes you feel uncomfortable, doesn't necessarily mean that it's not for you, because the soul always knows when something's being told the truth. And sometimes the truth does kind of hurt and does feel uncomfortable. But if it just doesn't make sense at all, then don't take it. Okay? If it doesn't make sense. All right. Yeah. I'm glad it resonates. Yeah, we have to, we got to be open to self-love, above anything. Above anything in this world. Like, we have to value love of self, love of thyself, because you're not going to be able to love yourself, um or love someone in that beautiful capacity that you could when you don't even love your own self. Okay? So I appreciate you guys. As always, much love. Y'all be blessed. Y'all be safe. Take care. And until next reading, peace.